Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's good to see you. Getting things squared away right now on the broadcast here for the Wednesday special. Got a great lineup tonight. Super excited about that. Like clockwork. You know, Wednesday at 7 p.m. What's up, Hulk Hogan? It's good to see you, buddy. You know, every single... Here, I'm clipping a little bit. Let me turn this bad boy down a little bit. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check. Slide job. You know that if it's Wednesday at 6:45 p.m. Eastern, the session's going to open at 7:05. That's when we're going to start the broadcast. You can always count on it. Bet your bottom dollar. Asphalt Media. The Asphalt Official Series is going to be going live. Finishing up qualifying here. I'm not going to bore you guys with the single truck qualifying. It's stupid. It's lame. It's boring. Nobody wants to see it anyway, so just going to skip this part. Oh, daggone. How many people we got in here? About 40 people. Good run. Good sized field. Blake Lothian's in here. Ross Dalton, Tot Sagetti. Spaghetti's in here. William Schmidt. Bob Lawson. Liban Van Leer. Zach Hollinger. Trey Whitehead. Christina Ryan. It's the Wednesday special. Feeling good. We're tired. We got 60 seconds remaining. Our HPD 8. "40 truck is bad fast," says Gavin Schilling. Is that Gavin? Here, let me see who's in the 40. I got my scoring tower right here. He ran the 40 in the 500. Oh, yep, sure is. P25. With 25 seconds remaining in the single truck qualifying session, like I said, we're going to skip past this. We have one or two cars, or two trucks that are out on the speedway completing their qualifying effort. Christian Zarate and Christina Ryan. Cody Griffin, P23. Evo, what's going on, Tyler? It's good to see you, bud. As per usual, 5-4, 3-2, 1.5, 1.33, 1.1, 0.9. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. We're figuring this out. There we go. And 0. Welcome into the Wednesday special. I am your host, the voice of the Asphalt Official Series, Robbie. Don't forget to follow me on all social media platforms, Robbie DeVore 6. Robbie DeVore, ROBBIEDEVORE. Oh yeah, what are we doing? We got a starting lineup. We're racing here in Brooklyn, Michigan. Michigan International Speedway in the Truck Series. Some of the best finishes. 7 wide photo finishes. Here in the Irish Hills, we got a 25-lap feature to kick things off. The Wednesday special, race number 1 here at Michigan International Speedway in the Truck Series. Let's go ahead and let's get a look at some of these trucks out here tonight. 5-7. We got lots of new names in here, says Wyatt Blair. It's good to see. Got a couple of them at the front, too. We're going to go over the starting lineup as soon as we get these trucks rolling on the speedway. It's been feeling pretty good, man. The Asphalt 500 was a success, except for the last frickin' lap of the race. Controversy. I swear, you can put all this stuff together, spend all these resources putting a production together, and then, boom, The one thing that you couldn't have happened, happened. That's okay. We're learning for next year, though. I want to say thank you to everybody that's tuning in tonight, to everybody that's racing here in the Asphalt Officials, the Wednesday special, race number 1 here at Michigan International Speedway, about to kick off. We're going to get these cars rolling, and the iRacing Video base car going to be pulling off of pit lane out on the high banks here in the Irish Hills of Brooklyn, Michigan. The 5-7 and Nathan McLaughlin's going to lead them off of pit lane. We are rolling here at Michigan International Speedway. A lot of trucks with some weird paint schemes on. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup. It's going to be Nathan McLaughlin with a quick time with the number 5-7 all the way from Pennsylvania on the inside of number 1. Marty Schmela will be on the outside. Joey Beck and William Schmidt will make up row number 2. Derek Shaver, Trey Whitehead back there. And making up row number 3, Paxton Brandon, Everett Counts, Christian Zarate, and Jaden Hall going to make up your top 10. Here with the kickoff feature here at Michigan International Speedway in the Truck Series. Like I said, some of the best finishes we've had of all time in our series have come with his car and track combo, and I think tonight's going to be just the same. Let's go. My voice is still probably about a 65-70%, so if anybody in the Discord right now wants to come up and help me commentate, I would really appreciate that. I could use some honey. Toyota leads the way in the 5-7 of Nathan McLaughlin, as the iRacing official pace car going to take the hard left to pit lane, this time by. It is time to light the fires and kick the tires, but most importantly, let's go ahead and kick some asphalt. We are on the green here in Michigan. Headed into turn number 3, one down to the inside. Looks like the 42 of Joey Beck took lead down to the inside of Marty Schmela. He's going to stay there in the roll to turn 4. As the 5-7, the Buck Tup Pole Award winner is going to fall back to 4 spot. One loose back behind him. Look like Jaden Hall, Austin Mitchell, Trey Whitehead gathers it up across the start finish line. Lap number 1 belongs to William Schmidt. Watching these trucks spread out 3 wide into turn number 1. Blanking out there in the back side. Nathan McLaughlin continues to struggle, not only with speed, but also with the internet, and he's going to come back up onto the speedway, blow over. Bucked up Pole Award winner Nathan McLaughlin goes around, airborne, lands on all 4s, brings out our first caution of the feature. Old Nate McLaughlin did not want to start out his Wednesday special this way. Was having some issues with his internet connection. And unfortunately for Mr. McLaughlin, going to have to come down pit lane potentially the next handful of laps here to try to fix that damage. Let's go back and let's take a look and see what happened to Nathan McLaughlin. We're going to watch it from the start to finish line. Let's watch that speed happen on the backstretch. You're going to see him blink. Goes, completely disappears. He doesn't know where he's at. Nobody around him knows where he's at either. And you can see he repopulates inside of a race car, and the 5-7 gets airborne. So again, Nathan McLaughlin going to have to come down pit lane, burn the one and only faster pair, and more importantly, he's going to have to restart from the back of this field. As we are under contract for the first time in round number 1 here on the Wednesday special. With the faster pair being a factor tonight, we will be expediting every single one of our cautions in our 3-race Wednesday special. Coming to the start-finish line this time. One to green, one to green, one to green. Restart formation. William Schmidt, Joey Beck jumps up to the outside of number 1. Marty Schmela, Derek Shaver, your fast 4 as they stand. Paxton Brandon's going to round out your top 5. Everett Counts, Trey Whitehead, Christian Zarate, Austin Mitchell, and Cameron Face. A feature winner here in the Asphalt Official Series rounds out your top 10. Things are moving around pretty quick for McLaughlin. He has to go all the way to the back. I'm going to go ahead and pull him in here. Oh, Nate McLaughlin, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up?
All right, man, you were having some issues there with the internet, disappeared, repopulated inside of another race truck, and now you're going to have to be working your way from the back. What happened there, bud?
I don't know. I didn't even know I blinked. I know I got doored pretty hard off it too, and then next thing I knew I was upside down. So yeah, we're going to come from the back, and yeah, we'll be back at the front and give it like 7-8 laps. I'll be back.
All right, we'll see it. We'll start the countdown now. 8 laps for Nathan McLaughlin, calling his shot, saying he's going to be back up at the top of the boards. But we are going back racing this time. Number 79 rather. William Schmidt to the inside of number 1. Another Toyota going to be leading a restart formation. Pace car turns the left down pit lane. Side by side at a crawl behind William Schmidt and Joey Beck to the virtual Geico restart zone. We go. Green flag is out. 4 laps in the books. 21 laps remain. Four wide. Reckon goes the 85. Cameron Face goes around, collects the race truck for a moment, backs it in. Almost. And inside retaining wall, we stay green. Jocelyn for the race lead. Marty Schmela jumps up behind the race leader in William Schmidt. Down to the inside goes that bright blue 42. Joey Beck, Paxton Brandon's going to push it 3 wide into turn number 1. Marty Schmela carves the corner down to the inside. Going to be following the wake of Brandon out of turn number 2. Sliding up on this abrasive surface here in the Irish Hills. Smoke flying from a lap before. Everything is cleared for our leaders who are side by side into turn number 3. Schmela working the middle line. Joey Beck right up in front of him. Going to be pulling the draft here. Should have a run into turn 1. What he decides to do with it is going to be completely up to him. Let's go ahead and ride on board with Schmela through it. Big view of the back bumper of the 42 with Joey Beck. And Paxton Brandon sliding in the number 94. Going to take him out of turn number 2 with the race lead. Fighting back down to the inside goes Joey Beck in the 42 machine. Toyota's working the top groove into turn number 3. Now Brandon goes down and take away the racing line from Beck. Sliding through at the 42. As William Schmidt continues to roll the top side out of 4. 7 laps in the books, 18 to go. Big block being thrown by the Toyotas. Up on the top side goes William Schmidt. The all-black everything, number 79. Looking back for the race lead into turn number 1. 94 sideways slides up, gathers the race truck, and everybody's going to be slipping. 32 catches it, Everett Counts. Wrecking in the back. Oh, my goodness. Top 12 are through with the 45 truck out of it. We stay green. Loose conditions for everybody involved tonight for race number 1 here on the Wednesday special. Dragon's Tail down to the inside, being led by the number 79, William Schmidt. Fading right, everybody following the way, including this cat right here, Joey Beck in the second spot. Taking a look downstairs into turn 2. Good job getting that drive off the corner. Unfortunately, William Schmidt, the number 79, is going to have the advantage. Still side drafting his Beck into 3. Beck working down. Nice job. And the 42 is going to slide up almost door bangs William Schmidt. And again, third place, Schmela looking for a hole. Where does he go? Working with the virtual manufacturer teammate there in Joey Beck, sliding up in front. You can see the switch back down, turns him back down by the Gurley 79. William Schmidt. Watching it here, the 79 is going to get clear into turn number 3. Slide job into 4. Schmidt back to the race lead. Joey Beck relegated back to the second position. Marty Schmela still continues to roll around third. Back behind Christian Zarate, Jaden Hall, Chuck Craw, and Cody Griffin in a dogfight for the top 10. Close battling here, the number 99, Christian Zarate backs up the corner. The 23, Chuck Craw going to chase back behind, side by side for fourth. Brandon Schmela. 25, looking like Christopher Carter going to go ahead and push him through. Track pass machine looking pretty fast. Even faster is the 42. Joey Beck looking for the lead. Post up against the outside retaining wall. Leaders are going to get through. Post up into the wall. Surviving for now. Slideways goes Paxton. Brandon kisses the right rear to the outside retaining wall. Going to save it out of 2. What a drive by the number 94. Paxton Brandon falls back to the 6th spot but holds on to the race truck. He's still in the fight. Zarate again throwing some smoke into turn number 3. This time on corner entry. Zarate's going to fall all the way to the 13th position. Watching your battle, and it is for the race lead. We cross the flags this time, halfway. Tight racing, William Schmidt again down to the inside in 2. Schmidt, Schmela, and Beck, your top 3 as they run. Christopher Carter makes up the fast 4. He's going to fall in line to the top side. Pushing Marty Schmela, who's going to try to get the daggone thing turned. He does. Block being thrown for the 4th spot. Christopher Carter takes the line away from Jaden Hall, and that jegs number 74. Beck and Schmela working together, those bow ties on the top side into 1. .25, that's Christopher Carter on the top side. He's got the run out of 2. Gets around Jaden Hall, tucks back up behind the number 25, Carter up in the 4th position. And Brandon cannot find any grip out there on the asphalt. He's going to get up into the fence out of 4. Top 5, single file. 11 laps remain. Riding on the rear deck lid of our race leader right now, and Joey Beck. Everything's looking pretty good for Joey Beck right now. He's led some laps in the feature. Looking at it now, second, coming up to his 3rd lap left of the night. He's just got to lead 20 more miles for Joey Beck in the 42. Working down to the inside, Christopher Carter in that number 25 machine, the maroon Chevy Silverado working his way underneath. Who was leading the race just a few moments ago? William Schmidt. He's fallen back 3 spots in a matter of 3 laps. So struggles for William Schmidt down to the inside, not working. The 25 is going to fall in line at the tail end of this top 5 train. Chris Carter trying to find the groove. Nine laps to go for Joey Beck. Marty Schmela and William Schmidt. Schmidt working his way down to the inside. Backing up the corner goes the race leader. That hesitation there put a little bit of anxiety behind the wheel of the 88 as the 79 is going to rim shot the 42. Ball's back in line. Schmela's going to pick him up, gives him a bump, gets him back up to speed. Jaden Hall throwing it into the top side into turn 3. A little bit of a wiggle there on Jaden Hall. Again, these track conditions for these drivers right now, hot racetrack, hotter racing surface. The grip on these virtual Goodyears absolutely charred away in just 17 laps time. You can see that racing line drifting up the racetrack a little bit. The 79 flew a little too close to the sun that time, got up into the rough stuff into turn 2. Had the run, trusts his speed, trusts his ability, and the grip on the bottom line. He's going to take a shot in turn 3. Moving guardrail is the battle for the race lead. Schmidt's going to get sideways. Side by side for the race lead. Schmela pushes out Joey Beck. 4 cars barreling into turn number 1 under a blanket. Great racing for the top 5. Christopher Carter lurking back there in the 5th position. Joey Beck gets a little bit sideways. Yeah, Hulk Hogan right now saying be on the lookout for that 3rd place car, and Schmela, he's going to make a move late. He always does. Oh, Mr. Reliable back there in 3rd spot. Got a lot of wins here in Michigan in other variations of race cars. The NASCAR sanctioned cars, like the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, haven't been too kind to Marty Schmela here in Michigan, but they put some street stocks out there. Marty Schmela's going to win. Leaders banging out of 2. Schmela's going to take it 3 wide. He's got an opportunity to shoot it into turn 3. How aggressive does Schmela get? Lap traffic up in front of these guys. Jaden Hall going to send it 4 to the top side. Man, this is tight racing for the race lead. Schmela, Schmidt, and Beck. Beck has the draft, Beck has the push, Beck has the lead. Schmela loses 2 spots in the process, trying to get that 3 wide pass to work. Packing some air on the 74, who almost goes around up into the wall. That is Jaden Hall. And he's going to be slow. Yellow flag's going to wave. Jaden Hall got turned around on the Michigan backstretch. It was out at turn number 2. He was battling for that 4th spot with Marty Schmela. It looked like it might have been a little bit of packed virtual air on the rear spoiler of the number 74, Jaden Hall. We will go back and take a look at it this time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being here for the Wednesday special. Let's see what happened to Jaden Hall. Let's watch it from the start-finish line. Let's watch this whole thing develop. Again, the battle you're watching right now is for the lead. Watching that gray 74 just gets loose out of the corner. It looked like the tires finally had all they can take. Spins it out, and that brings out our second bucked up yellow flag of the feature. Oh, it's looking close. We might get a natural overtime finish. Oh, Joey Beck coming down pit lane. How about that with just 2 laps remaining? The entire field going to be coming down pit lane. The entire field, for the final time, going to make some adjustments. Coming to get a full service is everybody that's left on the lead lap. Biggest pit stop of the night, one already off and away. Drag race, Savignano almost gets there. It'll be Joey Beck, Anthony Savignano, and William Schmidt Gonna tumble down the tower. As Joey Beck will be scored as the race leader. Hey, Hulk Rogan saying, let's just put some right sides on there. Let's see what happens. Let's leave the lefties on there. I don't care how loose we are. Keep them right sides on there, and you know, one of the guys that did it was this guy right here, Anthony Savignano, and luckily for all of you, we have him in the booth with us. Let me go ahead and pull up Anthony Savignano. Anthony Savignano, you got a copy? Anthony Savignano, you got a copy?
How's it going, Robbie?
I'm doing phenomenally. You're doing pretty good yourself, man. You're going to get on the front row for this final restart of the feature on a differing tire strategy. How are you going to win this thing?
We're going to find out. We're going to get freaky with it, Robbie. I'm just kind of waiting for that modified race. I won the last one, so I'm excited for the car track combo. But for this one, I thought I'd shake it up a little bit. I'm still mid-high 90s on my left side, so it's going to be a disadvantage, but I think it's still going to net me positive from where I pitted in. So let's get freaky with it.
Let's get freaky indeed, buddy. We're all going to be rooting for you. Anthony Savignano is going to be side by side with the control car for the final restart of the night. Race number 1 coming to a close, ladies and gentlemen. Your top 10 is as follows for the final Asphalt Official Series overtime for race number 1. 2 laps is all they are going to get. No cautions for the remainder of this feature. Joey Beck, Anthony Savignano make up row number 1. Marty Schmela, Christopher Carter, fast 4. Cameron Face fights his way back up there for a top 5, a running spot. For overtime, Jaden Hall, Derek Shaver, Wyatt Blair, Christina Ryan, and Paxton Brandon make up your top 10 for the final restart of the night in race number 1. Can Joey Beck in the 42 go back to victory lane? It's been months and months and months for old Joey Beck to be back in winner's circle. Are those 2 tires going to hold on the outside with Anthony Savignano? We're about to find out now. For the final time, we are under green. 2 laps to go. Huge jump for the number 42. Might have been all she wrote. We'll see. Racket in the back, but Beck is going to lead him out of turn number 2. Run coming. Christopher Carter takes a look underneath of Anthony Savignano's on those old tires. Schmela shoots it down to the inside in 3. Looking for the lead, forces the 42 up and out of the groove. He's going to get up into the marbles, and it is going to be a drag race coming to the white flag. 3 wide for second spot will be Marty Schmela, taking him to 1 lap to go. 3 wide for second on the outside. Joey Beck fighting back to 25. Shoots the gap through the middle. That's Christopher Carter up in the second spot. Schmela wiggles out of 2. Blocking the number 25. Joey Beck on the outside all by himself. Side drafting 10 trucks into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Schmela down to the inside, loose goes around. Is Savignano, one very slow, tight, side by side. Schmela with the bump, Schmela with the win. Marty Schmela is your feature winner. Marty Schmela gets it done here for race number 1 in Michigan International Speedway with the bump from first-time competitor Christopher Carter. Tell you what, Hulk Rogan said that old Marty was going to spin somebody. He didn't have to tonight. Got it done naturally. Good win. 17-year-old kid from Wisconsin takes home right next door. I'm going to try to get him into the booth here in just 1 second. Let's take a look at the finishing results here for feature number 1. Marty Schmela started in the second spot. He gets yet again another victory. I think it might be close to win number 44. And Joey Beck finishes 1 spot behind in P2. And Christopher Carter going to make up your podium. Jaden Hall, your fast 4. Paxton Brandon, top 5. Chase Willis fights back for a 6th place finish. Cameron Face, Austin Mitchell, Wyatt Blair, and Derek Shaver will round out your top 10 for feature number 1. Marty Schmela, you got a copy. Marty Schmela, you got a copy. Gonna allow Marty Schmela to fix up his microphone. If you guys would like to race in feature number 2, we are opening up now 44 laps. It will be a modified race, the Whelen Tour Modified race at Lucas Oil, Indianapolis Raceway Park. We are purchasing and opening that session as we speak. Be on the lookout. Search Asphalt Media in the hosted sessions. No password for tonight. Marty Schmela, you got a copy.
Hey, Rob, you got me?
I got you, buddy. Yet again, another winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Marty Schmela, the guy with the spreadsheets, the guy with the stats, the guy that always has an ink pen in his left breast pocket, picks up another victory tonight, and it comes in race number 1 of the Wednesday special in a flashy fashion, man. That was a lot of fun, man. Congratulations. How'd you hold him off and get the win?
Yeah, I was just thankful for the overtime finish, really. I mean, I don't know if we would have been able to have him in the green flag, but that overtime gave us a big opportunity. William Schmidt, he sped on pit road, so that took one huge contender out of the way, and I had a plan right on that restart. Plan was I was just going to stay with Joey back down the backstretch and make a move into 3 and hold on for the remaining laps, and that's exactly what we did. I kind of faked him out. I was looking high and just barely had enough space to go to the inside, and then was able to hang on. Thanks to Christopher Carter as well for giving me some good pushes, and just super excited here. I mean, I haven't raced in a couple weeks because obviously I didn't do the Asphalt 500 stuff, and I haven't really been racing otherwise, so it's been a nice break, and the comeback after really not racing at all to be able to get a win right off the bat here in February is truly great. So thankful for Brady Miller Life by Way for continuing to sponsor and finally able to get a Michigan Trucks win. And shout out to Cameron Face as well. He finished top 10 in his first start with MC Motorsports as a full-time driver. So we're excited for the next races to come in the coming weeks. Thank you, Robbie.
Let's go. Marty Schmela picks up another victory here in the Asphalt Official Series, and he did it just like that. How fun was that? How fun was that? All right, we're going to wait for the next session to open up here. It's just going to be a background. I don't have the camera set up tonight. Let me take some quick screen grabs, and we're going to get the next session open up. It is the Modifieds, the Whelen Tour Modifieds at Lucas Oil, Indianapolis Raceway Park coming at you next. Congratulations to race winner number 1, Marty Schmela. Beautiful screenshot. Congratulations, Mr. Schmela. All right, we are going to Lucas Oil, Indianapolis Raceway Park. If you guys would like to join, search Asphalt Media in the hosted sessions. There is no password for tonight's features. I'm excited for the Modifieds. This is kind of a short track package, short track style of a race car built specifically for that. They run them a lot at Martinsville. We got a bunch of people in the feature already. It's in the first 30 seconds of it being open, and we've got Anthony Savignano, Casey Bristow, Chuck Crawls in here, Chase Montelewski, Chase Willis, Dominic Barbagallo, Everett Counts, Jaden Hall, Joey Beck, John Crosby, Jonathan Green, Marty Schmela, Matthew Brower, Brian Post, Michael Mitchum, Nathan McLaughlin, Vince Henshaw, Wyatt Blair, Zach Hollingers, and Zachariah Cartledge all into the feature so far for the second one tonight. Lucas Oil, Indianapolis Raceway Park. Modified action coming at you here in just a sec. Oh yeah, you can already hear it, babe. Oh, we're there, pretty lady. Let's go over to Indianapolis. Good size field already, too. They have 60 spots available. There's no way that this field would be able to support that many drivers. Here's Chase Montzelewski. 7 Charlie out there on the speedway logging his laps. Currently third right now for Chase Montzelewski. 10 minutes left. We are not going to allow that 10 minutes to hit 0. We will advance the session as soon as we get a decent sized field, which honestly, we're probably pretty close to that. I'm probably going to give them a couple seconds here just because this is a car that we don't. A lot of these drivers and sim racers are not familiar with this car. So let me go ahead and ride on board with Montzelewski here. See just how limited their visibility is behind the wheel of that race car. These things just don't turn. The way that you would think that these cars would. It just does not feel right. To me anyway. So Chase Montzelewski moves up one spot. Nathan McLaughlin goes to the top of the board. Here's Vince Henshaw. Going around right now in the third spot, Zach Hollinger. Running number 94 tonight for feature number 2. 44 laps. Flat track action is going to be enough to chew away at these tires. So we're going to see some long, potentially long runs if these drivers can keep it off each other. Right now we have 24 people in the feature. Jonathan Green, the 517. Down on the speedway. Let me go ahead and pull up Trading Paints here. I think I'm having an issue with Trading Paints, so a lot of people's paints are not loading, so I will go ahead and reload. Dominic Lumley, first time racing in the Asphalt Official Series in a 2-1. Chase Wilson, the number 44, running the buttons for us tonight as the Asphalt Official Series admin. 44 right now, P12 on the scoring. I might have to drop out of this or at least get someone else up here to call this race with me. 25 drivers now in the sim. I think that is plenty enough for me. Go ahead and advance this session. Let's go racing. All right, so that is going to do it for the open practice session. We left with about 7 minutes remaining, which is going to send us over to the bucked up single car qualifying session. He's going to lead us out here in just 1 second. Absolutely love Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. This is one of my favorite racetracks to go to in real life. It's got a very homegrown, kind of a dingy bleacher. I love it. It just feels like small town racetracks. It's just amplified. It's scaled up just a little bit, but not too big. So Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park, relatively flat surface here. We're trying it out for the first time in this series with the Whelen Tour modified race cars, as we have drivers out on the speedway. 73 of Jonathan Crosby posting his lap time. John Crosby, slowest of 12 competitors to qualify so far. Nathan McLaughlin, who had the quick time in practice right now, is in the 3rd position. And he's going to load up fast forward for now. Here's Everett Counts, who is scoring as the bucked up quick time. Went over 3.5 minutes remaining. It only took him 90 seconds to get up here. Chuck Crawl. The new layout is giving me the Speed Channel vibes. Are you kidding me right now, dude? This is, I think this was modeled after, I believe, ESPN. Zach Hollinger in the number 94 machine. Hunt Brothers modified. A little bit high, had to woe it up there as Jonathan Green taking the last-ditch effort. Fago 517. Some practice reps in. Here we go. Looking to go back to back. And the number 88 tonight slips up. Backs it into the outside retaining wall. Marty Schmela. Try it one more time while he's still got an extra lap to do so. Willis P5 from P20 on lap number 1. Lap 2 pushes him up 15 spots. Blair 110 out of turn number 4. A little slower than what we've seen from other drivers. Wyatt Blair P18, so long way to go. Better time that time, lap number 1 across our finish line for the defending race winner, puts him P19, so relatively slow. At least for now. He's got one more attempt to add it here, and he's coming down to about 90 seconds remaining. Top 5, Marty Schmela. So 30 seconds remain. And Counts and Jonathan Green right now are the only 2 competitors still left out on the racetrack. Counts will earn, who we're currently watching on our screen, the Bucked Up Pole Award. Nobody else will be able to pass him. 23. Ours in the feature. Congratulations to Everett Counts on winning the Bucked Up Pole Award. Lucas Oil, Indianapolis Raceway Park, modified action coming at you as soon as we get everybody on pit lane loaded up into the sim. We will take a look at this starting lineup. It will be a 44-lap race. No fuel or tire limitations. They do have that one fast repair in their pocket for our Wednesday special features. This is race 2 of 3. We've got Super Trucks at Langley Speedway coming up to close out the night. We're going to put a ribbon on it here in the next 35 minutes. We've got Lucas Oil, Indianapolis Raceway Park to get through before one of my favorite Super Trucks. Man, so underrated. Drivers anxiously awaiting on pit lane, a relatively small field, perfect size field if you ask me, 25 competitors. We are rolling. Modifieds. First time, man. I'm excited for this one. Hardly ever run these daggone things, but these have kind of piqued my interest. They're very flat, very wide. Surprisingly durable. The top 5 rows. Outside fix. I don't know what's going on with the overlay. I do apologize for that. Dominic Barbagano and Michael Mitchum make up row number 5. 04 will be, it looks like Marty Schmidt, no, Vince Henshaw and Chuck Crawl, Chase Willis. Marty Schmidt will make up your first 3 rows. Fast 4 will be Nathan McLaughlin and Anthony Savignano. Starting on the pole, Everett Counts. Matthew Brown on the outside of number 1. Awesome to see. Excited for this one. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Race number 2, Modifieds. And Lucas Oil set to commence. Everett Counts sets the pace. Ada Crawl waiting.
Green, green, green.
Gets the green flag. Let's get it. Talk about a battle. Vince Henshaw and Chase Willis right now find themselves right in the eye of the storm. Still working on it. Chase Willis hard bang to the outside wall in 2. Slip in the groove. Everett Counts and Anthony Savignano duel at the front. One car down to the inside. Michael Mitchum sliding up the racetrack almost gives Vince Henshaw a shot. And the 61, Mitchum goes around. Stuck to the inside concrete barrier, Mitchum. Backs it up, keeps it rolling. Savignano right now is really putting the pressure on Counts, riding on board. The bump, the run, perhaps. Door, bumper, clear. Savignano, race leader. Great run by Savignano right now. Got himself clear for the race lead about a lap and a half ago, and now he's extended that gap to about 3 car lengths over second place. Bucked up pole award winner Everett Counts now in a battle with Matthew Brower for the second spot. So the bumper Gotta use that pool noodle up at the front. Oh, Brower up into the fence out of 2. See it here, the number 11, number 21 on your screen. That is Matthew Brower, has some right front damage. Getting up into the outside safe for barrier. Last time by, let's see if there's any sort of damage that's going to be slowing him down in the number 21. Henshaw and Willis, the 14. Check that, that's Chuck Crawl. What I'd love to see about Chase Crawl right now in that 1-4 high point machine. It looks like he was trying to use the apron to his advantage. You want to take that flat track and make it even flatter. Some drivers can make it work. You can't really feel it. I can't feel it behind the wheel. I just got a Fanatec though. Some of these guys are working with $2,000 to $5,000 equipment. By Brower. Up to the outside, it just looks like Couch right now is taking away both lines. 21. Brower seems to be a little bit faster than Counts. It's just the passing zone to the passing advantage. The guy behind is really to only use the chrome horn. Brower's gonna have to do a nice job getting that car to rotate into 2. Sure how these cars handle aerodynamic manipulation. It's easy to say when you got like a stock car, something with all the fenders on it. You get that air bubble and side draft. I just don't know if these cars have the same capabilities. It's what those NASCAR Craftsman trucks like we just ran at Michigan. We've seen a lot of side drafting, a lot of air manipulation. This one seems to just be brute force. Use the bumper. That's what Brower's trying to do. This two-car battle has extended to 4. Nathan McLaughlin right behind him in the Valvoline number 5, Marty Schmela. Defending race winner of Michigan International Speedway desperately needs a caution here. Going back through the field, there's a lot of good battles here. Brian Post had himself some issues. Jaden Hall, normally one of the short track aces that we have. Wyatt Blair going at it right now with Chuck Crawl, and it looks like Zach Hollinger, the 94, up in front. All right, boys, how's it going out there? It seems like you guys are having a pretty good time.
Yeah, these things are a blast, man. I really like these.
What
clean track, 9/10 second. I'm enjoying them right now.
What has been, Anthony, since we're looking at you now on the stream and you are the race leader, what has been the biggest challenge for you thus far in the first 20 laps of this one?
Well, I mean, really, it's been easy. The first challenge I faced was getting past Everett. I think it was whoever was on pole there. I think, no, Matthew. But I was able to have enough space to third where I didn't have to worry about what was happening behind me, and I was able to kind of work with him a couple laps, give him a break, try and get around him, and then oh Jesus. Sorry, car stopped at 1 and 2, but he got off the track, and when I was able to get to his bumper and give him a little nudge, slide him up the lane, and clear him out of the corner. And it's been clean track ever since, so we'll see what we can do with it.
And logging some pretty good lap times, too. The fall off for you has not been as severe as some of the drivers behind you. If we go back here, taking a look at the scoring tower now, we were just talking to Anthony Savignano, the race leader. Let's go back to the 4th position in the 5 car. Nathan McLaughlin, you find yourself in a battle with Matthew Brower and Everett Counts up in front of you. How difficult is it for you to pass out there tonight?
Like 10 out of 10. I feel like I have nowhere to go.
What do you think the biggest challenge is? How are you setting it up differently than what you would be in like a stock car, you think?
I think in a stock car by now, I probably would have got annoyed and just hit him, to be completely honest. I'm just trying to get off, like, onto a different line to maybe set him up on exit, but nothing I'm doing here is working. I'm trying to do stuff without letting Marty catch me, and really can't seem to figure this out.
Well, you know what? You might just want to let those two up in front of you race it out because it's looking like something's going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and direct my focus up to there. The battle for second spot between Matthew Brower and Everett Counts. You can see him nose to tail there, less than a car length in between them, watching the battle for the second place on your screen. Blocking the racing line is Counts. He's taking away that bottom line into turn 1 and 2, and he's trying to do the same thing in 3 and 4. Misses that time. 21 has an opening to the inside. Brower goes. Nothing you can do. I mean, again, we just talked to Nathan McLaughlin. He talked about it. Just doesn't seem like there's any line that's going to work for you. So difficult to pass. 21's going to try it anyway. Brower to the inside. A little bit of contact there. A rim shot given by Brower is going to cost him some track position. Entering that Valvoline number 5. We just talked to him, Nate McLaughlin. See, trying that bottom line. He's going to fade right. Diamond corner there. You can run that line here at IRP. Lots of drivers right now absolutely begging for a bucked up yellow flag. Been watching the battle for second spot pretty much all race long as Savignano continues to extend the gap, now almost a half a straight. You want to talk about a dominating performance right now. There was only 4 laps that have been turned tonight in feature number 2 at IRP. And Anthony Savignano has not led. And he has been the fastest car out there by a substantial margin for the entire feature distance now, which is 30 laps next time by its stripe. Three-car battle for the second spot. The caboose. Nate McLaughlin working on the back bumper of Matthew Brower. A trick out of the book of the 21. And McLaughlin talked about the fragility of that front bumper. He said if he was running a stock car, he wouldn't have already used that daggone bumper. Just the unknowns of what that front end can take. Absolutely love the short track action. Would love to see a little bit more of the action part. I'm banging back. Here's Dominic Barbagallo. Chase Crawl in the 14, trying to take away the bottom line. Barbagallo, nice job working his way to the inside. That was a great switchback out of 4. Barbagallo down to the inside in 1. He might be able to take it. He's going to get slideways into turn 2. Nice job by Barbagallo to hang on to the race car. Gets there out of 4. Gets tied up into the wall, holds on to the speed, might be able to take away the racing line. No, crawl down to the inside of one. And finally, it looks like he's got himself a little bit of breathing room. Marmagallo up in the 9th spot. Oh man, the 21 is just getting tired of this, wants to get around him. I'm feeling Brower might get a little impatient here. Looking, working. 12 cars remain on the lead lap. Watching on your screen, Everett Counts and Matthew Brower continue to duel. Seven laps remain for Anthony Savignano. Tell you what, man, good battles everywhere. It doesn't seem like anybody's just kind of rolling around out here. I mean, the 3 events, Henshaw has himself some space. Schmela's got himself space, but everybody else is pretty much working on each other here with 5 laps to go next time by. That lap car is holding up counts like crazy. Look at how high the 21 drifts. Bump. Counts up, 21 down. Three laps remain for Anthony Savignano. Savignano's been in victory lane twice. In the Asphalt Official Series would love to go back to victory lane. Someone it's not known for his short track sim racing skills, but tonight he has been on rails. 2 to go for Savignano. White flag is in the air this time by for the number 3. Anthony Savignano takes him to it. One more circuit. Down on the inside again. Brower losing his patience. Cajun Snick 1. Thank you very much for the follow and welcome. Final time, the 21 shoots it downstairs as the 11's going to ride the wall, and Savignano's going to win it. Congratulations to Anthony Savignano, the feature winner here at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. Anthony Savignano, you got a copy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I do. How are you, Robbie?
I am fantastic. There were only 4 laps in that feature. You led 40 laps in that one. You take home your 3rd checkered flag in the Asphalt Official Series. Comes here at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. Man, congratulations. How'd you get it done?
Oh, thank you, Robbie. Well, that's back-to-back in the modifieds for me. Last time we ran them at USA, I won that one too, so I'm glad I found my little niche here in this community. But, yeah, I was able to get by early there within 4 laps. Like I said, I gave him a couple laps to kind of race with him and try different lines and stuff, and because I had space behind me, and eventually I decided you kind of at a short track like that, when it's hard to pass and tires, you get even eventually, you kind of got to give him a little bit of a bumper, so I was able to square him up and, like I said earlier, just slide him up a lane without getting him loose and get by, and it was smooth sailing from there.
I'll tell you what, man, you made it look easy. One of the most dominating performances we've seen in quite some time. I want to afford you the opportunity to afford everybody else. Buddy, shout out who you going to shout out while we got you on the horn.
You, of course, everything for what you do, setting the stuff up every week. It's a struggle and behind the scenes and all that, and I'm glad that we got you doing it. Thanks for the Asphalt 500, that was fun. And yeah, everyone in all the admins, Chase and Nathan for clearing Black Flag. That's about it.
Anthony Savignano takes home his 3rd checkered flag in the Asphalt Official Series. It is time to take a look at the finishing positions. Anthony Savignano takes home the feature win. Matthew Brower gets around. Everett Counts in the 11th hour comes away 2nd. Marty Schmadel rounds out your Fast 4 top 5. Nathan McLaughlin, Vince Henshaw, Zach Hollinger, Chase Willis, Dominic Barbagallo, and Chuck Kroll round out your top 10. Gonna get a quick screen grab real quick for Anthony Savignano. We got Super Trucks coming at you at Langley. And we are joining the session now. About halfway full in the session. We just opened up 2 Super Trucks at Langley. 35 lap feature to close out the night in the Wednesday special, and then we're going to be watching some Daytona. At least I am. Some quals. Anthony Savignano, Cameron Face, Casey Bristow, Chase Modzalewski, Chase Willis, Dominic Barbagallo, Everett Counts, Jaden Hall, Jimmy Keeney, John Crosby, Brian Post, Andy McLaughlin, Steve Brown, Wyatt Blair, and Zach Hollinger into the feature so far. Zachariah Cartledge loads in. Baby. Five minutes left in the practice session. Right now we got about 18 trucks. In the final feature of the night, this has been some of the best racing we have had. 20K Racing Pro 2 Life Trucks at Langley. No, sir, I'm not going to be in the race. I'm just going to be calling it. Casey Bristow right now, top of the boards. P1 for old Bristow making his return. It's been about a month since we've seen him. Good to have the 88 back. Zach Hollinger coming out here in the 1-4. Logging some laps. Fifth quick right now. Jaden Hall jumps up into the second spot at number 1. Stephen Brown, first time competitor we've seen in the 2-2. Third quick. See, I know we got another couple. First time is Jimmy Keeney in the Ford truck. Brant on the side of that super truck. Cranking that wheel. Again, Casey Bristow, P1, Jaden Hall, P2. Right now, Bristow finds himself in the battle with the number 73 of Jonathan Crosby. 16 trucks into the feature so far. I think I've seen enough practice. Bound to be secure. We're in advanced session here. Breaking down the fourth wall. Super duper sorry to let you see this. I need a hotkey. Checkered flag will fly on the practice session. Casey Bristow with a quick time. 3/100ths off the pace is Jaden Hall in the second spot. Single truck qualifying coming at you. Here with the final feature of the night, the Wednesday special. 5 minutes to get it done. 2 laps is all they're going to get. Old Jim Keeney out there, lap number 1 into 1. Turn 2 wasn't all that great for the Ford. Keeney. See what's going to put him in on time right now. There's only 3 trucks. P4 for Jimmy Kenney in the 4. Cartledge with a heater, and the 1-6 goes to the top of the boards. Stephen Brown in the 2-2, P5. And first time competitor here in the Snap-on 2-2 is Stephen Brown. Robbie Lynn 63, thank you very much for the follow and welcome to Asphalt Midi. We share a name, buddy. Mod Zalewski, P7. Number 5, number 7 on Sim. And 7 Charlie. There's Brian Post in the U.S. Army number 64 machine. Last competitor to post a lap time. Lap number 1 for the number 64 slide race in the corner. dirt track out here for Post. I'm just playing around. How about this? Guess who's P1? Casey Bristow. Yeah, this is Casey Bristow's race to lose. Fastest in practice, quick time in qualifying. Yeah, Bristow's going to be the one to beat tonight. All right, you ready to go racing? Super Trucks, Bristow and Cartledge, let's get it through the start zone we go. Green flag is out here in Langley. Lap 1 belongs to the 88 of Casey Bristow, and more importantly, he is cleared by about 3 car lengths. One truck slow, 4 wide, bang up at the top side goes the 44 at Chase Willis. Oh my gosh! They work their way through it somehow. They're still banging on each other. Fenders going everywhere. 33 laps to go. You don't need a daggone fender. Bristow's got his, though. Oh, the downshift. Okay, all right, all right. One truck of Jaden Hall pushing Zachariah Cartledge into 3. A little bit up the hill is going to push the one in striking spot. Just can't get it. Using the grass a little bit is the number 1 of Jaden Hall. Time battle for the second spot is the second race we've seen in a row where the only battle on the speedway has been for the second spot. Right now, the number 85 truck of Cameron Face has the nod. As we're about 20% of the way through the feature already. Casey Bristow has caught the tail of the snake, and he's going to put the 9 Wyatt Blair a lap down. Key to this one's going to be working our way through the lap traffic as the 1 of Jaden Hall again is going to force Zachariah Cartledge up the hill, and Hall jumps up to third. Hey, if you give it, you got to be able to take it, and the 3 is trying to give it right back. Let's see what Bristow's doing on the inside. We're just going to take a couple laps here with the race leader of Casey Bristow. That downshift is setting him apart from everybody else, I think, in the entire field. Whether everybody's doing the same thing or not, at the same point, Bristow's doing it the best. You see that virtual debris up on the right side of the racetrack. And hey, Casey Bristow's got a clean track up in front, got one truck. Get you a little bit anxious there if you're Casey Bristow coming up on that, but it has been all 88. Went all laps under green so far for Casey Bristow. Nobody's even in the same area code, and he's only got right around 20 laps remaining in the final feature of the night. What a return. You haven't been in competition for the last couple months. You kept quiet. You worked on your skills. And now you come out here and dominate. And what, second place, though, still up for grabs. Face laying off that inside line just a little bit, which gives a little bit of hope to the 1. And he's going to be able to take that inside spot, but hasn't been able to work so far. Nice job by the 85 to take away the corner exit. As the 1's going to try to again guarantee we're going to see the bumper be used. Push is going to come to shove here in just a sec. One's there. 85 leaves the hole wide open. A little bit of a shot. And now up into second goes the 1, Jaden Hall, P2. Now Modzalewski in the 5 truck trying to get around Cartledge there in that baby blue number 3 who started on the outside of number 1. He's going to continue to fall. This time falls back to Modzalewski. He's going to give him just a little bit of a shot. Just a little nudge, just a little jab, let him know he's there. There's one to remember me by. Smooth sailing, 15 to go for Bristow. Gallo goes around. And the battle for second is crazy. Stark Concrete. Number 85 of Cameron Face trying to hold on for third. At least for the time being. Modzelewski's been pretty quick. Oh, Stark Create. 85 looking like he's running a MCMI Racing font. What it's looking like. Fending off the 5 for now, doing a nice job of doing so. Got him banging with it. Looks like Cartledge and Modzelewski, and perhaps the 5-7's going to give a bumper. McLaughlin on the inside of Cartledge. Top 5, 3 saves it. Up the hill, banging goes McLaughlin. Oh, hard.
Yellow
Flag is going to wave. Crosby, Hollinger. So that's not what you want to see. All right, so this is where it's going to get a little weird for Casey Bristow. He's got to survive a restart. The initial start for him was phenomenal. Taking a look again, I mean, you can look at this stat right here, 1-1-1-1-1, ones across the board. That's where he started, that's where he's ran. He hasn't been passed yet. Casey Bristow is going to be right around 5 laps away from getting yet again another victory here in Asphalt Media. You know the bumper's going to be used. Bristow is going to be on the defense. The remaining 5 laps in the last feature of the night. Wednesday's special action has been phenomenal so far. Other new competitors tonight. Good racing up at the front. Coming to the green this time, 1 to green. Casey Bristow, Jaden Hall make up row number 1. Cameron Face, Chase Modzelewski. Zachariah Cartledge rounds out your top 5. Bristow fires off. Oh, don't leave the bottom open. The 1 almost turns Bristow out of 2. What a drive by Casey Bristow. Leads him with just 4 laps to go. Shoved by the 1. Jaden Hall wants the victory. Face wants it too! Right through the middle goes Cameron Face. He's gonna open the door back up to the 1, just 3 more clicks. We've seen on the initial start Casey Bristow run away. This time not so much. Two more circuits. 1 is there. Jaden Hall was right there on the exit 2. Casey Bristow rounds him out at turn number 4, sees the white flag, 1 more click around Langley for Casey Bristow. Bristow in the return. Leads the field. Leads every single lap of the feature. Casey Bristow dominates at Langley. Every single lap was led by the 88. Casey Bristow comes in here and waxes the field. Casey Bristow, you got a copy.
Hey, what's going on?
Quickest in practice, quick time in qualifying. You lead every single lap of the feature, and you, Mr. Bristow, go back to victory lane in the Asphalt Official Series. Congratulations. That was one of the most dominating performances we have ever seen. How'd you get it done, bud?
Fun fact, this is my home track. I used to race out here in U-Cars. I've been to many races out here as a fan. U-Cars are like mini stocks for iRacing, so my uncle's got a billboard out here. I'll go sit by it and we'll give him some love. But I don't know, I guess I channeled the ghost of Denny Hamlin. That's my driver, former Langley Speedway champion, and I felt good. During practice, I was like, okay, I'm top 5. I feel good about this. And then I saw I popped off like 2 fast laps in a row. I was like, I think I could win this. And then it was leading, and I was like, I could win this. I'd like it to go green the whole time. Caution came out, no big deal, but it worked out. And then here we are in front of the sign of my uncle, Forever Green Lawn Care, Uncle Dwayne Strickland, right there. That's his sponsor. That's his company.
Which one is it?
Forever Green Lawn Care.
Forever Green Lawn Care. How about that? At the top of the screen, Casey Bristow. That's crazy that they actually put that in there.
Yep. And you know what? If you look out between 1 and 2, there's NASA, and then farther down would be Langley Air Force Base. I know this place well. I know it well.
That's awesome, dude. It was definitely on full display tonight. My man dominates. Casey Bristow, welcome back, buddy. Congratulations on your victory, pal.
Thank you. So it's good to be back. I haven't been racing in a while, but that's just, because of work, and I need to be getting my rest. Night shift has just been wearing me out.
Brother, I get you, man. Well, we're glad to have you back, man. Everybody in here enjoys your company. Casey Bristow is your feature winner at his home track, Langley Speedway, parked in front of a family member's billboard. How about that? Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the Wednesday special. We are finito. Again, sorry for the no camera tonight. I'll try to set it up for tomorrow or whenever we decide to stream again. We got the duels coming up tomorrow night at Daytona, so we're going to keep you posted. I might just want to watch that damn thing. We got race season right around the corner. IRL and kicking up the schedule with the virtual streaming as well to try to build up this Twitch. Thank you so much to everybody that came out and watched the Wednesday special and all the new followers that we have. Robbie Lynn 63, Cajun Snake. There was a handful more too, but either way, thank you very much. Wednesday special is out. Don't forget, keep on kicking asphalt. We'll see you guys again soon.